Chiefs or die. Final score from Arrowhead Stadium. Your Kansas City Chiefs 31, the Los Angeles Not So Superchargers 21. And son of a B, baby, the Beard Man. You know him. You love him. He's played in every team in the NFL but the Chiefs. Damn near. Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins going to New England. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, with 24 seconds left, hits a 5-yard touchdown pass to tight end Mike Galecki. Catches the ball in the back of the end zone, wins. So your Kansas City Chiefs got a second seed. How sweet is that, baby? Hell yes, ladies and gentlemen. Your Kansas City Chiefs are a second seed. The Miami Dolphins just want to keep playing. Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Fitzpatrick delivers the goods by throwing a touchdown pass with 24 seconds left, as I mentioned. Your Kansas City Chiefs win a tough game against the Los Angeles Not So Superchargers. Let's get right to that game. The Chiefs forced a punt, and the Chiefs had a long 8-minute and 12-second drive for a field goal. It's kind of like the Chiefs' new offensive identity. You know, a lot of critics were saying the Chiefs last year, they're just scoring way too fast, man. Patrick Mahomes is passing 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, but he's scoring too fast. However you want to spin it, that was last year. So the Chiefs have a long, like I said, 8-minute and 12-second drive for a field goal. Bam! Here comes the Chargers. Phillip Rivers doing what Phillip Rivers does. Takes the team down the field and scores a touchdown, and it's 7-3. And the Chargers held that 7-3 lead for quite a bit. You know, with the Chargers up 7-3, most of the first half, you know, Patrick Mahomes was playing small ball. I mean, by small ball, he was laying down some bunts. He was slapping some opposite field singles. He was having some infield hits. Stuff he dreamed about when he was playing baseball back down in Texas. Because he was not strengthening he wasn't throwing deep. The only time Patrick Mahomes threw the ball deep in the first half was when he had a free play. He saw the Chargers were offsides. He had a free play. Threw it long down the field. Interception. Another play in the first half, he had a free play. A Chargers defender was offsides. He threw a pass down the field, long down the field. It was intercepted and returned back for a touchdown. So with the Chiefs down 7-3 with 3 minutes left in the first half, we're at midfield and it's 3rd and 5. And we're thinking, man, Patrick isn't challenging this defense at all. Take nothing away from the Los Angeles Not So Superchargers. They had the 6th rated defense coming into the game, so they imposed a serious threat that you had to respect. So with 3rd and 5 at the 50, Patrick Mahomes hits McCole Hardman down at the 24-yard line. A pickup at 26. Now 2.5 minutes left until halftime. Patrick Mahomes, beautiful cross. Man, he hung tall in the pocket. He even patted it once. Throws a beautiful touchdown pass. DeMarcus Robinson in the end zone. Things are back in control. Your Chiefs are up 10-7 at the half. Now the second play of the The second half, the Chiefs are up 10-7. Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill were not on the same page. They got to clean that up. Patrick Mahomes thought Tyreek Hill was running a curl route. Tyreek Hill ran a crossing, intercepting for the Chargers defender. The ball went right to him. Tyreek took the blame in the locker room after the game. They caught up with him. They said, "Hey, you want to talk about that? Talk about that play, Tyreek?" And without hesitation, Tyreek Hill said, "That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I should have ran a curl." So then the Chargers, okay, they took advantage of that interception down to the 24-yard line. 5 plays later, they score and they're up 14-10. Then McCole Hardman, who went to the Pro Bowl as a kick returner, took advantage of being a kick returner by being on the kickoffs. 104 yards, trucking down the sideline, tiptoeing, barely stayed in, man. If that heel would have came down that much farther, on the line, they probably would have been called back to about the 50-yard line, but he stayed in, 104 yards. What a freaking awesome run. The Chiefs are up 17-14. Then the Chargers start another drive. But Terrell Suggs, T-Hizzle, for shizzle my nizzle, stepped up on 3rd and 15. Big sack. Took down Phillip Rivers. Terrell Suggs did a cool little tomahawk. After taking down Phillip. And the Chargers punted. And the Chiefs, on one play, Damian Williams, lateral to the outside, makes a quick spin move, gets hit, keeps his balance, and takes off. 84 yards down the sidelines. Hell yes, Damian Williams is the man. He is the man. He was the man last year in the playoffs. Thank God he is healthy and is the man going into the playoffs. With the Chiefs up 24-14, the Chargers started a long, methodical drive and found themselves 4th and 1 at the Chiefs' 5-yard line. I'm thinking, they probably should kick a field goal to pull within one score. They didn't. Chiefs defense stepped up. Terrell Suggs went low. Chris Jones went high. Anthony Hitchens went in between. Buried Melvin Gordon. Chiefs kept the ball up 24-14. The long and the short of it, folks, is that in the second half of this game, the Chargers had the football offensively for 40 plays. Your Kansas City Chiefs had the ball offensively 14. That's a scary situation because the Chiefs' defense was getting worn out because we weren't doing enough offensively. 40 plays for the Los Angeles Chargers offensively in the second half to the Kansas City Chiefs 14. Wow. So the defense was getting worn down. The Chargers finally scored to pull within 3. Now you're thinking, wow, this is a freaking game. The Chargers are owning time of possession, owning the football in the second half. They're within 3. But what do championship quarterbacks do in championship times, baby? Huh? With the Chiefs facing 3rd and 8 at their own 27-yard line, Cheetah, Patrick, Cheetah, getting on the same page. 3rd and 8. This is the game on the line. I'm thinking, oh, man, this is a nervous situation. That game in New England's still kind of in doubt. We really need to win this game because if the Patriots lose and the Chiefs lose, that's going to be devastation. But championship players make championship plays at crunch time. Patrick drops back, good pocket, chucks it down the field. The Cheetah himself, Tyreek Hill, makes a catch down to the 27-yard line. Money. Because the Chargers only had 2 timeouts going into that Chiefs offensive possession. Damian Williams runs in the rest, takes it in for a touchdown. And just as Harrison Butker was splitting the uprights, putting the Chiefs up by 10, Kevin Harlan, you gotta love him, on CBS calling the game, was also watching the freaking Dolphins game. So when Butker's extra point went good, he said, touchdown Dolphins. The Dolphins are ahead with 24 seconds left. I had a party in my house. We were going crazy. Everybody had cell phones at Arrowhead. They were going crazy. They were telling the Chiefs players, obviously, what happened. Clay Wendler from Red Tribe Cinema was telling me he was yelling at the players and the officials down in the tunnel because they didn't know what the score. He was telling them, man, Clay Wendler, 50-yard line, front row. Anyway, the Chiefs won. And it was freaking awesome that the Dolphins won as well. TonyBudd, caught up with him. He was watching the game with me as well as the Dolphins game. Let's check out what TonyBudd, what we had to say following today's game. Watching today's game, watching the Kansas City Chiefs miracle was so freaking awesome. Well, the game itself wasn't a miracle. The Chargers are freaking pesky. Phillip Rivers was making his last appearance, as I mentioned, before coming into this sit-down with TonyBudd Williams. Tony,
what up?
The Dolphins really stepped up and won. Ryan Fitzpatrick and his magical beard delivered. How do you feel about this Kansas City Chiefs team as a whole entering the playoffs as the second seed in the AFC? What's your take, TB?
I'm so glad that we got the help. We needed it. Thank you, Miami. First of all, props to you. I want to give a shout out to all my FedEx brothers, all my bros. Love you. I'm just glad that we got it done. I mean, these seasons don't come by. I mean, there are opportunities of a lifetime to get it done, and I'm really thinking that we got an awesome chance to go all the way and win the Super Bowl this year. This could be our magical Super Bowl year. The defense is playing phenomenal. I want them to keep it up.
T-Sizzle with the big sack.
Oh yeah.
T-Sizzle bringing it, stepping up with that tomahawk afterwards,
Loving
baby.
every second of it. But
you know, what do you think about Patrick Mahomes? In the crunch time, you have to deliver. Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. In the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes in his career is obviously he's 1-1. He was money against the Colts in 4 quarters. He had a rough first half against the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, but Patrick Mahomes looked like the MVP that he was in 2018 in the second half. What do you think it's going to take? Because we don't know if we're going to play the Patriots yet, but more than likely we are. What do you think it's going to take to end the Patriots dynasty if that is the team we're going to play? What's your take? I mean, I'm still going to do a playoff preview next Sunday on all Shaggy Networks once we find out who the Chiefs are officially going to play. But what do you think it's going to take to beat Miami if that is indeed the team we're going to play, TB?
it's going to take on both sides of the football and special teams determination, heart, desire. That's what it's going to take. Is DHD all the way, and I just want to see the defense continue to play awesome football, flying to the football, having parties in the backfield, saying who wants to be, the defense needs to be talking it up out there. Who wants to be a hero right now? Who wants to get a sack? I just want to see us. I just want this to be our year. I mean, we've had too many off seasons where we've choked in the playoffs, but we're going to get it done this year.
Hell yeah, baby! The Super Bowl is in Miami, and the Miami Dolphins did the Chiefs the biggest favor. Just a few days after Christmas, Ryan Fitzpatrick, as I mentioned in his magical KC Beard Company beard, stepped up and hit Mike Galecki on a 5-yard crossing pattern with 24 seconds left to put the Miami Dolphins ahead. I don't do this often, but I want to say thank you, Miami. Let's get some claps.
Thank you. Thanks, Miami. Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy. That's TonyBudd bringing it hard, bringing it strong, and that's what I'm talking about.
Go Chiefs, baby.
Heck yeah, TonyBudd. It was a lot of fun, bro. Seriously. All right, let's look at these stats for your Kansas City Chiefs. Let's look at these game-managing stats for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was 16 of 25 for 174 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Alex Smith would be so proud of those stats. But in crunch time, Patrick Mahomes won the freaking game. That's where he is different than Alex Smith and the others. Damian Williams, 12 carries, 124 yards, had a 10-yard average, 2 touchdown runs. Dude was running hard. Freaking making players miss, wouldn't go down. The Cheetah had 4 receptions for 61 yards. Receiving, Damian Williams out of the backfield had 4 receptions for 30 yards. McCole Hardman had that 1 for 30, which was super sweet. Travis Kelce had that 3 for 24. He's not really throughout his career, Travis Kelce hasn't had big games against the Chargers, so it was great to win without needing him. But great game. Terrell Suggs had a sack. Chris Jones had a sack. Frank Clark had a sack. We got the freaking bye. How sweet is that, baby? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Titans go to New England next week, and the Buffalo Bills go to Houston Texans next week. So we're going to watch and see what happens. Shaggy Shane will be back here next Sunday with your Kansas City Chiefs playoff preview. So come back with me and we'll break down your Kansas City Chiefs and their opponent. It's either going to be the New England Patriots, the Buffalo Bills, or the Houston Texans. But we can get healthy. We're going to get healthy, and we're going to get some rest. Juan Thornhill, man, he hurt his knee. It didn't look good. Had to get a golf cart to take him off the field. He's having a great season. Armani Watts, 4th-round draft pick out of Texas A&M in the 2018 draft, will have to step up into Thornhill. Thornhill got hurt. And we got to make sure that Armani Watts is ready to play because Juan Thornhill hurt his knee. But we got this game in Arrowhead in 2 weeks, which you know is only a short drive to the countryside where you're going. You can't run and hide. So many questions, always asking why. Why'd he go? Phillip Rivers, why'd you go? Are you going to come back? We need you to throw more interceptions next season when the game's on the line. No, kidding aside, Phillip Rivers, he's a fierce competitor. He puts the fear, even though he blows some of the games late, he keeps coming. He keeps battling. I like it when Chris Jones and him got in an argument at the beginning of the game. That's what it's all about. Until next Sunday's playoff preview, join me, baby. Join me and we'll break down who the Kansas City Chiefs are going to play. I'll see you freaks next Sunday. Until then, this is Shaggy Shane saying, Go Chiefs!